Hi guys, this is your boy Emmanuel AGYEMAN. Go on YouTube and subscribe to Sahara Football. Cheers.
So, acceptance finally to our fate and where we find ourselves is where we see us here today. Is where we see ourselves here today. And the Ghana Black Stars and the national team conversation continues. Today, we'll have a listen to what Emmanuel Ajimamedu told the BBC in his interview with them. Quite a lengthy 4-minute interview with them this morning. And Ajimamedu, if you could hear from his voice, was almost in tears. It was really heartbreaking to listen to him talk about the issues concerning the Ghana Black Stars. But before we will have a listen to that interview, we'll have a listen to another Ghana sports journalist, Sadik Adams, talk about the Black Stars captaincy. Now, when I put the poll out on social media about who you guys thought should be the next Black Stars captain, I had names like Jordan Ayew. I had names like Jiku. I had those kind of names. None of you, and I repeat, none of you, or most of you, did not mention Kudus Mohammed. So it came as a shock to all of us that Kudus Mohammed was selected for that position as the captain of the Ghana Black Stars. And now revelations are coming in that the video that came out that Jordan Ayew was angry and talking to Kwesi Appiah and all that, it was because of the captaincy. Sadik Adams has revealed as much, and we'll have a look at what exactly he said in this new details revealed. It's quite interesting, but we'll have a listen to what he had to say concerning the captaincy issue and everything in between. Let's jump right into it. And acceptance now to our fate. Ghana hoping for a miracle, but as I said, I don't believe we deserve it. I think that we are in a place right now where we need to lick our wounds, learn from our mistake, and rebuild. Yes, that's where we find ourselves right now. Coach Kwesi Appiah has done the job versus the Black Stars. 4 points from the Ghana Black Stars. His side has 7 points. Ghana have it all to do in the final 2 games. It's not going to happen. I'll repeat it once again. Now, looking at the issues that pertained that purported to be the reason for some friction in the squad, which led to a bust up between Jordan Ayew, Atizigi, in fact, the whole squad. It has come to our notice, according to Sadik Adams, that the Black Stars team had a big issue with the captaincy. Yeah, the captaincy issue was a big one there. Kudus Mohammed was giving the Black Stars captaincy, and it all stems from the fact of some of the behavior from the senior players. The party was not there. Thomas Partey, the captain of the side, told the FA medical team he did not feel comfortable flying over. And I'm sure we've all heard that audio. Harry Asantichur revealed as much. He did not feel comfortable flying over because the FA medical team have some sort of leeway to call him in and assess him themselves. Partey told the medical team he did not want to come. For a captain of a side that needs the 3 points in this very crucial double header, to say that it got to the coach. The coach was not happy about it. He made his unpleasantness known. And that was probably why he gave the captaincy to Kudus Mohammed. And in giving the captaincy to Kudus Mohammed, he did not consult either Jiku or Jordan Ayew. Jiku as well said he had a game over the weekend. That was the last call up on Saturday, so he could not come in. He came in late. I think this recent call up, he came in late and all that. It got the coach angry, and he decided to give the captaincy to Kudus Mohammed. It caused a lot of friction, and that is why he was having an altercation, and then he looked very unhappy in that video that came out with Kwesi Appiah. Let's have a listen to the full reason given here by Sadik Adams.
A lot of the players that I've spoken to, and I said this 2 weeks before the game, and I was in France and I will be interviewing me. Say, I was saying this, players no be really good our team. So Obesha Party Diana, a clear example. On a captain of the team. Obe Bob crucial game to qualify, or captain say on feel comfortable to be on flight. So to me, for flight also we pra and almost we pra mpo a FIFA ma ye kwan say ye na we say ya access o nti through plane bro say o feel comfortable e was say chill bibi say there is some discontent o captain
there it comes
wa boss na game wa mpira mfiri mo e na mo betro ma say ase ne ho dodo no kakra e na mo choko say omra na mo am doctor for access no nti nke wo say oba by force captain ne ka kire o say mo kan kire team doctor no say me feel okay say me from plane onye comfortable enya me na make o deputy captain here Jiku
Alexander Jiku
yes o deputy captain Jiku no obo Thursday nti nke also obedu ha Friday na ke e prepare o ka kire coach Otto Ado say o game Saturday no oni game
yeah break
no oni game captain no ene ne deputy ye wo crucial game to qualify for an AFCON ya sha ye qualify player o deputy captain so ma main captain so onye okay so obefu player aba ho o deputy captain oni game o so o game eno na eye Otto Ado ya according to investigation kakra ya ye no Otto Ado say sa ntro na Jiku twa ye no na oni game Saturday o twen ya ba Monday or Tuesday nti o she 5 days and ko beti ma arrive early eno na ma wa ma Jiku am captain Jiku na deputy captain am saman for adrian ko ho deputy captain wo ho na ye de captain e command Kudus na to so 3 Jordan ayu abufuo ni nyina ne say Otto Ado e kwa kofa Kudus captain no wanka nche no
he's the senior most player
in the team ya kwa Mali no na Otto Ado wo akwanya say obe drop Jordan o chirachire mu chire no de nti obe ma na ball from bench Jordan ba mu no obe share goal e ma yen e share win e wo Mali ba oje captain no afri party ene Jiku ho no na Jordan ye the senior most player with team no man ko be ka say oh ene e wasa wo ball captain
even today he's the most senior
yeah e wo team no wa mo Jordan amane Black Star Management Committee for no mo wa America edi holiday nti omo so wa mo mamane captaincy enye coach nko decision
no but even me sure say particular beto Jordan with team na number
beto Jordan
Jordan
are you there
so he shouldn't even be say deputy coach deputy captain and na the man in actual fact he should have been the captain
he should have been the
for their own hierarchy arrangement in my
mind don't person say or build new team and to Kudus ene ye obia or a face of the team to the captain but it was so fast structure no captain or could deal with ministers or could deal with management nti was so catch them panyimfo no mo team no no eba internet so
but what mean
so you had him there. It's quite interesting. It is quite interesting what Sadik was saying there. It's interesting to note that all these things are happening and coupled with the very poor leadership we have from the very top, these things don't help our football. They don't. So the coach decided to give it's just sad that someone as talented as great as Kudus Mohammed had to come in the middle of all this brouhaha. I feel very sad for him. It's quite unfortunate, but it is what it is. It's not the best. It doesn't look good at all for the Ghana Black Stars. And hopefully this get resolved. I can only hope for that. After Kudus' apology, being the captain of the side, I think on hindsight now, he shouldn't have accepted the captaincy. It shouldn't have been an issue, but you know the region we are in. You know the kind of people we have. So it is always going to be an issue. Now, AGYEMAN BADU talked about a couple of things which I've already hit on here. Speaking with the BBC on Ghana's Wolves, he said, we have let the youth teams to rot. The foundations have been left to rot. And that is probably why we find ourselves where we are right now. Let's have a listen to AGYEMAN BADU.
Well, good morning. It's been very difficult for the nation for the past 4 or 5 years. The basic structures that normally help us to qualify or to be a nation that people knows concerning our football have really changed. What have changed? our weapon as a nation is our junior teams. That is where we get our players to the blasters. Now the weapon that you are getting the players from have really collapsed. The national under 17 have collapsed, the under 20 is not working, and your local blasters, that the Shan team is not working.
Yeah, because I remember you were part of those youth teams, and Ghana is the only African country to have won a Youth World Cup back in 2009. You were part of that squad.
Precisely, and that has been the weapon, because when you look at the year 2000, we got the Maitlesin, Muntari, Derek Boateng. They graduated from the under 20 and from the blasters, and we took over from 2009 till most of us stopped playing. From there going, we can form the national teams again to get the players to the blasters, and it has been very worrisome for the supporters and for everybody. And now we have reached to a point that things are very difficult for us even to qualify for African Cup of Nations. So it's been very terrible for Ghana, and we need to go back and start with the basics.
There are good players in the squad. You've got Mohammed Kudus, Antoine Semenyo. There are top quality players still in this squad. Do you think it's on the pitch, or is it behind the scenes where the problems are arising?
Well, the difficulties we are having is most of the players don't know the terrain, the culture, and even socialization has been very difficult for them, because 94% of your players now in the national team have not tasted none of your local league, have not tasted the under 17, under 20. So bringing them about 94 outside, coming to a terrain that the pitches is a problem, normally culture is a problem, socialization is a problem. There's no consistency. It will be very difficult for us. That is why. So we have some of the solid players, like how you mentioned their name, doing so well at their club level. Whenever they comes to Ghana, then it's a problem. So normally now, scientific football, you need a lot of things. When they come here, it seems they are suffering the terrain they are in. That is what is worrying us.
Do you think Otto Ado, he came back, obviously he led Ghana to the World Cup in Qatar, and he came back after Chris Hughton had a disappointing spell at the Africa Cup of Nations. Do you think if Ghana aren't able to hope that Sudan lose their next two games and win their two games to qualify, do you think he will come back?
Well, I think they give him 4 years contract. 12 out of possible 12 points. Now we have only 2 points. It's very disappointing. I supported his second coming. I supported him very well, but for the last 2 or 3 games, it has been very, very difficult task for him. I wish that he have to stay so that we can focus and build a team. But if after 6 or 4 games we cannot win games in such a group we are in, countries, sorry to say the countries are not doing well, but countries like Niger is a football nation, but compared to Ghana, I think we are far better than them. Sudan is a very solid team, but because of what is going on for the past 2 years, they have not been playing active league. And if you are in this group and you are suffering like this, I think we can leave him to build a team, but he needs to up his game.
Yeah, so you heard AGYEMAN BADU there. Fundamentals are weak and we are exposed. We need to set up. Otto Ado, well, he has some time to do the right thing, but he will need to up his game. And truly, he really has to up his game. Up his game in man management, up his game in-game management, up his game in motivating players. There's a lot of work to be done. I fear he might not be able to do it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments box on everything. Enjoy the rest of your week.